Okay. Hello, everyone. Ah, I'm tired. I just got back from a quick check. 2 mile, 2 mile hike with my dogs in the snow. It's kind of just like a slippery, hard, not really fluffy snow. And yeah, it's 2 miles nonstop. How long did I go for? 38 minutes. I felt like a lot longer than that. My dogs like run back and forth and all that kind of nonsense. But let's get the show on the road. We want... No. I'm sorry. There we go. Good Lord. Today's stream, I got the Rifleman and the Sniper done, and we'll show them off. Nothing special about them. They're not like 100% done. I definitely just have the enemies in, and all the fine tuning I want to do later. Okay. But I kind of have the gist of what I want to do for them. So we're going to pop open. Hopefully this isn't too bad. Drop that down a little bit. So who do I got? Let's actually be able to see that. Ooh, 3D. Check it out. Option God mode on, just a little easier to see things. So I moved my start position on this map all the way to the back. But if you can kind of see him, don't want to get too close because that acts differently. Just a dude kind of kneeling, and he's got himself a scope. But the nice thing is I can kind of demo both enemies at once because he's gonna be like for long distance attacks. You can't. It takes a while to kill him. There you go. He goes down. Drops the sniper rifle. But what I like about him... Here's a... It'd be fun. Oops. Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's do that. Zoom in. Bam, there he is. But if you get too close to him, like, he's just gonna sit there. But suddenly he gets up and runs when you're too close. So let's just kind of back off here a bit, because he kind of turns into the... He's not exactly the Rifleman. It's gonna be interesting how he behaves right now, because he doesn't come out. There he goes. Now he's acting a little bit better. There you go. I've got him with a rifle in his hands. It's the same guard, but I just kind of modified his arms. But he also just drops the rifle as well. We have... Who do we have in here? Nobody? Okay, so that basically demos both the sniper and the rifleman, because they're well, the rifleman himself just has the rifle, and he's got 2 shooting frames. So we're gonna go we can find that. See, right here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's the shooting frames, or the kneeling frames of the Rifleman. But if you look closely from this frame to that frame, the little green dot right there, that's the scope. And I have him raise it up to his eye, and he fires off there. But they're actually, this is the Rifleman, and this is the Sniperman. And I literally just have the 3 sprites for the sniper, because every single action he does is this Rifleman right here. And I literally took the rifle out of a different Rifleman enemy and just cut it out, cut his hands out, and readjusted the arms. I drew all the arms back by hand. All the frames, fortunately, with all the walking frames, the upper half of the body is the exact same. So that's nice. Oops, I want to turn that up. I want to hear my music. Makes it easier to work. But what I don't quite have yet is, I like how he drops the gun when he dies. But I have 2 different death frames for these guys, and I love it because it'll give some variation to them. But he's got his regular fire frame, but then I'm going to have him kneel down and shoot, and that's going to deal more damage. But I don't have that wired in yet. I don't plan to do it yet for a while. Shoot, I should probably have my chat window open so that I can get rid of bots. Remove. Actually, can we... share? Do that. We're gonna do that. I need to share some of this stuff here so that people can come and watch. Cool. I need a better graphic for this particular live stream. Can I like change the picture of it yet? I'll do it when we're done. Okay. All right, so what I want to do now, since I've demoed that, we want to work on the tank sprites. We've already done some. I'll show those off, and then I want to put them in the game. So what we have here is, this is the tank that was in Trench Warfare. It kind of looks a little boxy. I don't like these corners here, but they're, for lack of a better word, they're fine. But I've taken the insignia off of the tank because, one, I'm not in Germany, so I don't want German-related things. And I don't know, it just helps customize it in my own way. So he had his own death frames, and I didn't like them. They don't fit the theme of my mod. So I also updated the shoot frames, like you can kind of see in this one, a little bit of light protruding from it. This is their shoot frame. And then this one will be like the rocket actually firing out. I was thinking of having some kind of like a smoke blast outward, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. But then we get, my favorite is my death animations, which I might want to add some stuff in there now to make that one look better. But took some flames and I kind of rotated things, and it's kind of imploding from the inside out. Like the munitions kind of blew up inside. So there's the stuff exploding. I think that looks pretty cool. And boom, boom. That one's a good debris. Kind of leaving the. Oh shoot! I missed some stuff here. So when I get to this one, maybe. Did I delete the wrong frame? Oh, no, I didn't do the right frame. I rounded out the edges a little bit on it, but I must have accidentally deleted it. Or is it this one? There it is. I want to steal that one and clean it up so the rest of the frames match that. Otherwise it's going to look kind of weird. So, yeah, that's exciting. But that's one death frame, and so when you blow them up, you'll get this, and then the flames will just burn, although this seems to be kind of strange. Yeah, you need to go up on top there. That's better. I want the flames to be behind the damage. So yeah, so there's one animation where you just got the flames burning on it. But not every tank is going to have flames bursting out of it. It just kind of would look weird if... Because in the level I'm imagining is going to have several tanks as the boss. And... yeah, I think having them all set on fire like that would look really weird. So maybe have the random chance of it setting on fire be like 20%. And... the just regular old smoke and explosion that I'm going to be doing in this stream to be like the 80% chance. Actually, no, that was the smoke, and I kind of wanted one of these tracks to look derailed. Oops. So we're going to do that. That's what we're planning on doing right now. So let's make sure I'm not talking too loud. I might be talking too close to the microphone. Looks like it's in the red. Oops. So if I'm like right here, it should be fine. So let's go smoke die. We want also H top. Duplicate that sucker. Bring it all up to Q. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. Gotta remember not to press home, because it's gonna mess up my stream. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Okay. Q-top. Okay, so we got Q-top. We do want... do we want flames in there? I think we do. So we want to borrow this one. Get our Q flame in there. That's good. So really the Q animation is going to be very, very close to the H animation. But I think what I want to do is actually, I'll trace it out here and kind of show my idea is to take, where's my tools? What are you doing all the way over there? You get over here. I want beef brush. Okay, so I want this to start caving in. View. Why do I not? What? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So the red outline there is me kind of wanting to cave it in. Okay, let's see. Now we can keep the flame in there, but I'm just going to take this top and I'm just going to kind of... I wish... So one of the things that I don't recall this not having is on the layer side, I wanted to skew things. Let's see. Got that skew plugin. Make skew. What happened to skew? I remember a plugin called skew. It was under the image drop down. Yeah, see, there's no skew on here. Quad reshape, is this what I want? Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with that at some point. Because I'd really like a skew tool. I'd be able to, like, just to take this top and just kind of drag it and just shift it over like that. That would be nice. But alas, we don't have that, so we're just gonna kind of rotate it a little bit and bring it down, but I think I want it behind the tank. Can we close that? Can we close that? Can we close that? It's just gonna... break. Go there. Pop you down. Go down a little bit. Alright, go back to this. We're gonna grab that side. I'm also gonna rotate you in a little bit. Bring you down. Bring you up. Bring you up. No, you go down. What are you doing? Drop that outline. I like that better. Cool. Yeah, so in this case, I don't want the tank to, like, blow up. I just want the top to kind of collapse. Because you've just kind of, let's say it, in this case, you've done enough damage that the top part. I don't know the name of it. The top part just kind of jams and breaks and kind of self-destroys. So, man. We have sound off. I don't want to accidentally do something stupid. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I gotta stop leaning forward. So, if I lean back like this, I might fall asleep. So, well, I think that's good. You can probably hear me just fine. Turn that down just a hair. You gotta keep in mind I only got about an hour of music left before I should probably re-loop it. Where is like is there like a replay on this sucker so I can just not worry about it? Loop. I hope it doesn't loop just the same chapter. Well, we'll keep that up off to the side here. Come on, there you go. Down that. Okay. 3 screens and I still have a lot of stuff to manage. All right, let's get back to art. Okay, so you're collapsing. We've got Q0 top 2. So these guys are going to start collapsing in on themselves. And I have some layers up here that look like flame. Where'd you go? Flame. But what we're going to do is we're going to discolor it and we're going to turn it into smoke. And that'll be nice because then we can just kind of use the smoke. And I'm thinking, do I want to have the smoke animate when the tank is done? I just want a little smolder. I don't want anything huge. Okay, cool. It's not replaying the chapters. Alright, much better. Okay, so here's one. This microphone is in the way. Can we update this to go for display 3? Do that. I'm just tired of it being on my far right screen and I can't see it because my microphone is right there. So that's better. Plus this one's here, my camera's up there, I can kind of look that way instead of looking off to the side. Okay. So we have Q, smoke die 1. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I want to duplicate. So Q, R, 0, smoke die 2. And we should focus on just kind of collapsing the top. And then what we want to do next is then kind of build the smoke coming out of it. Kind of progressive. So kind of looks like those are... There we go, that's better. So really, I don't want to do too much changes to the top here. So what we can do here is just kind of grab that and change my origin right there and just kind of drop. Oop. We don't want to do that. We want to cut it out. We want to add it to a different layer. And then we want to rotate that down a little bit. And then we want to go on this side and do the same thing. We're going to cut that out, we're going to pop it up here, and we're going to change the hinge to right about there, and bring her on down. Yeah, right about there is good. So then when we bring R back, we want these two layers as well. Yeah, see, now it just kind of looks like it's bashing in on itself. And then the next one will just kind of bring the outsides down as well. And so when I do that, it'll just kind of look like the top kind of collapsed into the tank itself. And I think that'll look good for the alternate death. I'm really going all out when I'm doing 2 deaths for a lot of things. It'd be a shame if it was like you only had 1 tank in the entire game, and you don't get to actually see it more than once. That'd look awful, or that'd be unfortunate. A lot of work for a 50-50. And okay, so there's R. Let's do S. And another thing I thought with the tank is, let's say you blow it up, and there's also another chance of an enemy, spawning from the tank, coming out of the tank. And I was thinking that if it's set on fire, that enemy would always just die a flame death. So he'd spawn as a dead enemy, and he wouldn't count towards your stats or nothing. Just a nice little entertaining, like, oh, you kinda just cooked the enemy inside, huh? Would be kind of neat. It's like, well, how many enemies can I pop out of it? It's a tank. Usually there's, what, 2, 3 people in a tank at most? I don't know. Not knowledgeable in that. So we will just kind of leave that aside for now. Well, what are you doing up there, Hairpot? I don't need you no more. Not milestones. Where is... Where's my regular old document? Let's set off the way for a second. This one. Document. Update that date to 2/26. 02. Okay, so we want mini boss enemies. Mini bosses, bosses. Once that, what we want is, that's caps lock, ultimate deaths, fire, and just smoldering smoke. But no death, no animation. But either light animation or no animation on death. And fire, animate flames. Okay, so we've already kind of addressed that. But then for 20% to a 30% chance of a flame animation versus smolder, and what, a 30 to 50% chance of enemy popping out of the tank, if popping out of a fiery blaze. Oops, I can't spell fiery. They will 100% die a flame alt death. And not count to end level stats. Now they could, and it's just basically like a free kill at that point, but I'm gonna have to weigh those options when I hook that up. So it's back open. Okay, so we just did our, I want to duplicate our arm, so we want our top, RO, top left. Can't type. Good lord, there we go. RO, top right. SO top. SO top left. And SO top right. Okay. So let's drop these. I do need to, when I put them all together, mask out the translucent pixels, because those will not go over to paint very well. You good? But what we want to do is, you know, drop these, drop that. We're gonna look at just this specifically, and we're just gonna actually do a whole selection of the top left piece. We're gonna take this, we're gonna we'll do that. Will this work? There. I'm gonna drop it down like that. we're gonna select the other top. We're gonna move it here, and we're gonna rotate that. No, we don't want to rotate. There, that's good enough. So there's the left side. Not that, we want this one. That's pretty decent. And then we want to do the top right. And so when we do this, we're gonna select it. We're gonna change that. Pop you over there and just kind of rotate it down. We're gonna select this sucker and do the same thing. Pop it over there and right again. Rotate that down. But I kind of also want to move it over a little bit. And move this one over just a touch. There. Just kind of like that. It's fine if there's a little translucent or transparent pixel there. It's going to get... We're not going to see most of it anyways. Perfect. It just kind of scrambles the pixels at this point. So then we got this. And at this point, I think that I'm happy with the tank itself. Now I want to do the smoke. And the smoke, we are going to have to do from here. So there's number one. Now we want 4 layers of smoke, so we're also going to duplicate S a bunch. So then we take this. Although I don't want the smoke to start here and on Q. I want it to start on R because this just would look like it's a sudden. But let's just, for the sake of doing this, we want to kind of isolate our smoke, because right now it's like, you see how on the edges it's kind of darker and all that. This looks like crap when I've chopped off some parts of it. So let's just kind of pretend we know what we're doing. Take some of these darker colors. So now it kind of turns it into like a ball. Now I know they're just these colors, but black and white. Adjustments. Lightness. Let's make it a little. There. Why don't we do that? Let's do 50. Good round number. Okay, so there's my smoke. Number 1. So when that blows up, we can... Where's my mouse? Can't see you very well when you're all... Oops. Hiding and stuff. So we're going to do that. We're going to take smoke number 2. We're also going to take that. And we're going to move it over roughly right around here, because I'm thinking, even though we're kind of doing something different here, I want to like kind of ball it, and it just kind of smokes up. And then we'll take just like kind of a small little section of the smoke just to make like the smoldering, because it's just going to be a small, tiny, itty bitty little part of smoke. So easy enough. We're gonna take some of this here. We're gonna kind of hide some of this stuff here. We're gonna take a couple of this. Pecan a little bit there. Oops. Let's kind of steal a little bit of that. Kind of like that. It's too much. We get some darker colors here. And then finish off with some of these. See, we forgot over here. And that's good. So there's that smoke. And then we do our black and white. Boom. And then we're gonna do our hue and saturation color. There. So there's smoke number 2. Smoke number 3. Chopping off a little bit more. That's okay. We're gonna bring it up a little bit more. So what I'm seeing here, I think we want to kind of dissolve this into the air. So that whoa, whoa, whoa. It's getting some lag on my mouse. Haven't seen anything like that in a while. Some dark colors in there. Just kinda, oops. Kind of want to fragment that, so it kind of just yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so then we want to black and white it. We want to desaturate it. And then the last frame we want, so yeah, this will work. So I got like the darker colors here to just take, that's no, you. So we're just gonna kind of do that, and then we're actually gonna want to hide this for a second. And we're gonna just kind of chop some of this stuff out. A lot of this dark or light stuff down here. We don't want any of that anymore. Drop it. kind of want to drop some of the stuff in the center here. And break it into a couple pieces. Yeah, so if I do that, then I want to turn this into an isolated cloud. Like that. More darker tones in there. Colors, tones, I don't know, I'm not an artist. Darkest. Couple spots in here like that to make it look a little bit more cloudy. Perfect. I like that. Black and white. Yeah, so from smoke 3 to smoke 2, so smoke 3 to smoke 4. Oof. I like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, smoke 1, smoke 2, smoke 3, and smoke 4. And then by that it should just kind of dissolve in the air and there's nothing left. I like that. I'm very happy with that now. So we started with Q. And we're gonna have a little bit of a flame on that one. That's what this is here. There's gonna be a little flame, but to add smoke 1 into the mix, I don't like that. So we're gonna do smoke 1 on our 0 animation. So here. So if we add smoke 1 in, what does it look like? But I don't want smoke 1 right there. I want it down here. Kind of hard to tell the difference between it. But we'll see. What if we do that? I want to see what it looks like on an S. That is the last frame. Hey, Francis. Dev's going pretty good so far. I'm just kind of working on the tank. I've got 2 animations. You probably can watch the playback and see what I've been doing with it. But I'm just making the second to the alternate death animation for it. So we're just about done with it. I'm just kind of figuring out how to project the smoke on there. So I think we've got something in the works here. T0. Oops, T0. Use 0 and V0. Okay, so where is smoke 1? I'll do S0 on that one. I think we're done. So like S smoke 1, T smoke, U smoke. Ooh, beautiful. I like that. And so does this one need to be there? We'll just leave them all there. So that is a good set there. Let's get rid of these funny outlines. I don't need those no more. Oh shoot, I gotta remember to fix the masks. We did those for these death animations, but we need to do them for this here. Let's cue, oh gross. What do I need to? So, yeah, we'll still do that. Are you're Francis, are you playing RIfleman series, or are you talking about me playing it? Because I definitely had some inspirations from it, and there's a couple of ideas that it had that I also had, I would say about the same time, but I just didn't know how to implement them. But yes, Spear Resurrection, End of Destiny, and I wish I knew what WSJ's stuff specifically was. I know he's done a lot of good stuff, and he's been around for a while, but I just don't remember. Like, I can't pinpoint what he specifically did. But I'm positive that there have been inspirations. All right, thanks, Francis. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. I've just before streaming, I had just gotten home from going on a hike with my dogs. I went about 2 miles, and they've abandoned me, but they're probably napping right now. In the Storm, Totenkopf. I think I might have played Coming of the Storm, and I don't know if I played Totenkopf, but I have seen bits and pieces of them. So I'm sure there's definitely inspiration there. Like this tank, I mentioned earlier, I took it from Trench Warfare and modified it a bit. And I'm creating my own death animation because I don't really care for the one that was originally there. It just doesn't fit the way I want it to blow up. So let's get these animations all squared away. And now we should be able to let's make sure we can just get everything set, so when I start putting the sprites together, I can just do that. So can I see this, or is my A? I want A right there. Okay, we're gonna merge down. So this is gonna be these. Zero walk. Because I even thought, oh, maybe I could even have it. I even had the reverse sprite here, but I'm not gonna use that. Trench Warfare is good, but like with End of Destiny, it still needs DOSBox in 2022. Yeah, that's because End of Destiny. Well, End of Destiny does have a beta SDL version. It's not by far, from what I can tell, complete. Trench Warfare was made by the Josh, and I think he was working on a mod called Lair of the Mantis in the late 2000s, and it was like amazing artwork. You could like talk to people, interrogate them, and basically grab them from behind, and like the sprite just shows your hands holding the guy, and you could like maybe snap his neck. I don't know. And then one day it all just disappeared. He even had like a YouTube trailer and everything. And Destiny is a buggy SDL. Yeah. There's been several attempts at making it an SDL, but without, I think it was, I don't know if we had or whoever was working out had the original End of Destiny source code, or if they reverse engineered it with RIP's help. But RIP's moved on to different things, I'm thinking. I don't know. Last time I saw him around was almost 11 years ago when he put Spear Resurrection into SDL, and it's been a long time since even then. So some people just moved on. I mean, I even did since 2013. I couldn't do anything, so I stopped for a couple of years and came back. Well, I kind of hit or miss. In the last 4 years, I've been trying to do work, and even this mod, I've been in and out for the last 4 years, and even long before that. But I wouldn't necessarily say it was in development hell, like some other mods that I know of. Just didn't have the time or resources to do it. But now that I'm kind of in a groove with it, I'm gonna try to get it done, because I'm making some pretty decent progress. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna do that and drop it down. And there's my 4 walking sprites here. Shoot, shoot, shoot. G0, shoot 3, flame. That one, blast. So there's that, and then H1 die is also gonna take those. Those are good. I don't need to worry about those. I flame. Those are all good. J flame. Those are all. Know that I took care of those. A is good. L. M, N, O, P. Those are all going to be the death. So this one's going to be ammo. I got to make sure I label those correctly. And this one's going to be ammo. O0 if you want to be more specific. And E0. Okay, so there's my MNOP animations. That's looking fine. Oh yeah, shit. I wanted to fix those up. Let's just snag the top of this. We're gonna fix these guys up a bit. Yep. Stinking thing. We're gonna do that. And for here, I think we'll do something like this. I got an idea. So we got that one. And then we're just gonna kind of do this, and this, and this, and this. there, there, there. There we go. Kind of degrades after a little while. Perfect. Okay, K, L, O, P, Q. Let's do Q now. Yeah, so most of those pieces are going to get hidden. And I'm not going to be able to see them. But we want to... We'll just do it this way. We're going to put all this stuff in there. Look like that. Or do we want to do this individually? I think I want these two tops to merge together. And we're gonna do this like this here. Let's grab that color and... Right? That is not what I was expecting it to be. Something doesn't seem right there. Oh. That's why. I'm pressing the wrong button. I didn't have the wrong tool on, so doesn't help. Film. That's what I want. So we're going to drop you down here. We're going to do this. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do that. Settings are still pretty good. We're going to drop that out. And so now we have this like mask, because it's just kind of hiding these pixels here, which is good enough for me. So we're going to drop that in right there. We're going to turn these on. Okay. This should be Q top. So I changed my layers. Let's have a look at R. All these R tops. Drop, drop, drop. And then we're gonna throw you there. Fill, boom. That. Kill it. Drop it. R0 top. Oh, that's fine. I'm in the wrong. Okay. All right. Come on there, bottle. Okay. It's looking good. Ours looking pretty good. So yeah, no flame. Smoke. Yeah, I don't want smoke there. So then that middle transition might look a little wonky. Especially with this see-through color here. I don't no. I don't know if I like that. Let's duplicate the frame or the flame. Let's put you in there and let's just kind of, we're gonna kind of delete most of it. Let's kind of do this. Move it down a little bit. So we're gonna give ourselves a nice small flame here, just to kind of clean this up. It's taking a little longer than I was hoping to do, but I'm just about done here. So that's good. S0 smoke is going to... What? Okay, oh, there's one more. Hi, there you are. Perfect. Okay, so all of these here, let's merge you all down. Let's create another layer. Fill it. I mean, fill it. Delete from there. Does this do anything? Oh, it does. Okay. Okay, there's some alpha layer stuff. Okay, S. 0 top. So this would actually be S0, T0, U0, and V0. Good lord, I am typing terribly. Yeah, so smoke's right there. Let's just kind of add T0. U0, muscle memory is making me want to type other things. Dashes. Oh, where is it? And it bugs me that there's no commas there. Okay. Perfect. So if we do that, we'll have the smoke billow up from it. Perfect. Okay, time to make these into individual sprites. Exciting, exciting. Let's do that. Let's save as raw STL64. So this will be tank A0, PNG, save, flatten. Tank B0, flatten, C0, save, flatten, B0, the only one I'm not too big of a fan of is the shoot frame here. Most of it might be hidden / covered up from the projectile that's going to be firing. No, oh, yeah, pooper. B0. What? Oops, I screwed up. That's fine. F0. As long as it's just a EDN, it's fine. Latin. We might not get to programming these guys in all the way today. I was hoping that would take the majority of the stream, because I don't want to do art the whole dang time. That sounds... That's what I've been doing every stream. But the thing is I've been focusing on art for like the last month. And I mean, I'm making pretty dang good progress on the enemies. I haven't done anything for like the objects or the stuff in the map yet. But I've got, well, I have, but I haven't. I've got a whole slew of stuff. So I'm excited to start adding things like that into my game and just kind of seeing it all come together. What's my music going? 20 minutes yet. Or it starts over, but we won't notice because I started it about half hour before I started the stream just to kind of get in the groove of stuff. What you just do that for, computer? Let's delete that. PNG. G0, J0. Oh, Jesus, I'm pressing all kinds of wrong things today. Oh. Oh. I accidentally added a frame in there. I did L as a dead frame, and then M is the same thing. That's fine. We'll just pretend. We're gonna be one frame behind on everything, so just gotta make ourselves a good mental note. Cool, cool, cool. And lastly, uh-oh. We gotta fix that. Damn it. So this is gonna be, we're gonna fix N. We need this. That's not going to do anything. We want to do N. We're going to fix N. Okay. There we go. That's better. Then we got ourselves Q, which is actually B. This lettering system that I've got is going to be my undoing. Should just call it like Alt-Def 1, Alt-Def 2. We're doing S, but it's actually R. Oh, you know what? The lettering will all come out in the wash, honestly. Because I need to make the smoke go away in the last frame. So, U0. And boom, gone smoke. And G V0. Excellent. I am. So then we're gonna open up tank STL. Doesn't wanna. That's weird. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Can we zoom in? Nope. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Excellent. Just doesn't look right. Okay, so then we're gonna drop that. We're gonna open up all these. Open them all. Move you on down. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and what? 1, 2, 3, 4. This probably goes back to 1. Fire. Boom. Explosion. 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 And then just kind of flames. Explosion. Explosion. Smoke. That one's big. Okay, I like it. So then we want to find my mouse because it keeps. There's my mouse. Drag it. Oh my gosh, the cursor is so difficult to see. 1, 5, 2, 0, 1, 3, 6. We want to fill it. Bring it down. Save as bitmap WDC. Boom. Flatten. I don't think there's a new layer option, or I don't remember how to do a new layer. WDC. Bitmap. Boom. Flatten. What's new layer? New layer? Control Shift N. I've already known that, I just don't remember it. Save. Okay. Probably why, because it ends on the other side of the keyboard. from my left hand, and it's kind of weird. I don't want PNG, I want bitmap. Now the nice thing is the PNGs, if I ever wanted to do these kinds of things on LZ Wolf, I have them in PNG. Or if somehow I wanted to create my game to read PNGs from a PK3 and got the engine to do all that, I can do that too. But I'm just gonna work with what I got. Let's quick get these guys all prepped for WDC. One thing I do like about these streams that I'm doing is, yeah, maybe I don't have any current viewers right now. Or even if I do, it's not very much, but it kind of helps me talk through what I'm working on and get the stuff done. Because it's kind of like I'm sitting down to do the work versus kind of sitting on the couch and going in and out for 4 hours and getting maybe 30 minutes of work done. And I don't like that because I feel like I'm wasting the time. I can dedicate 2 full hours to actually doing something and maybe entertaining people, getting sneak peek into what I've been working on. I think that's pretty neat too. Unfortunately, like, I'm so conflicted with this because I don't know how much I want to give away of the game. How many people are going to watch it? Who knows? There might be still a surprise for a majority of people. But that's fine. Any of the gotchas, I think, will show up in due time. Like the hooks of the game, I suppose you want to call them. Yeah, these explosions, ooh, that one's kind of wide. Probably because I got rid of part of the tank. We're gonna pretend that that's fine, and we'll deal with it when we... Because these are just beta graphics, in my opinion. We gotta tweak them, because we're gonna end up having to get all this stuff figured out. For the palette that I would like to use. May end up just using Wolf 3D's palette and just working with it, but I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I can't remember if I did this for the final boss. But as I've been working on this art, I feel like I've gotten a lot better at making artwork for the game. I mean, I'm proud of what it looks like. I'm excited because it feels like it's shaping together. Sometimes I've, you know, made something and it just looks so bad. And you're like, no, that's just not gonna look good in the game. It's gonna look cartoony or gross, or just get out of it. I mean, I'm not 100% in love with this tank just because of how square it is in some spots. but I liked it better than some of the other tanks that were in like a Wolf Doom mod. Some of them look just they were like the Spider Mastermind. They just didn't look right. They're too big, and when you size it down, I'd have to do a lot of fixing it to make it look appropriate in a downsized resolution. Come on. The only people watching are bots. Cool. Okay, tank's done. Let's have a quick look at enemies. Boss Commander, Raw. Yeah, we don't have an STL for SDL. Level 64. WDC. And we're gonna open him up. Unused. We got some unused stuff. First encounter. Let's. Oh. What are those? Let's close all these out. We don't need these open anymore. Cool. Okay, we got you. It's been a long time since I worked on these. I'll get rid of these dang emails. Why does it take 24 hours for a subscription service to unsubscribe you? Who knows? Okay, so walk 1, 2, 3, 4, attack, attack, die, 2, 3. And these guys are yeah. God, that's so few of sprites. It's kind of funny in a way. Commander AO. Commander BO. And CO. These are actually really bad naming because I need to call. Why don't we call it com1d0 ng? Because com1. There's gonna be a few of them. 1d0. Come on, E0. Okay. At some point I decided going top to bottom, and then bottom to top for my sprites in the layers. None of that matters because they're all individual, but at the same time I wouldn't mind making them as full sprite sheets, but it just to cut them up, then I'd have to crop each one at a time. And I like having these guys all separated. Okay. Perfect. Okay, there is all of my com sprites. Let's go to second encounter. Ouch. Oh my gosh, these are gonna be a little bit more complicated. These guys got okay, which one of these guys? Back up to walk. Doesn't have a mask. Walk one mask, man. We don't want the original. Okay, there's him. Duels. Walk one. Does he only have a mask? So this one's first. This one's second. And this one's third. Okay. You're done. We're gonna close you for now. We'll do all the WDC things at the same time. Drop out there. Oh, hell yeah. They're all gonna be in the same spot. Okay. So... oh my gosh. Do I need any of that? No, I don't want that. Good lord. This is a bit... I should have done this a long time ago. So this is going to become 2AO. 2AO. Oh my god, so many layers. There. That's hilarious. I love it how it all pieces together, but it is kind of a tedious process in this. But the amount of work that I had to put in to build this guy 4 different times is crazy. For however many frames of animation, which is like 8 or 9. But again, this was my first enemy that I worked on. How long ago? I don't remember. And I love it. I love this boss because he is the epitome of the game, in a way. I need to quick make myself a note. Easier. I want to commander first encounter on death when he goes into a Wounded. Death state. Player. Weapon goes -1. So you don't get the chance to just keep shooting. Yeah. Perfect. I want to address that because otherwise he's just going to shoot. I'm just going to kind of bob your weapon down and that's that. Okay. So here we've gotten walk form. We want to do an attack. Okay, no. What does that look like? Bam, another hand. So in this guy, I took the mask, I stretched it out a bit, and I took the flamethrower from the flame enemy. There. E0, sweet. Two. Oh. Yeah, see, this naming convention is much better. There's no letters in it. I don't screw it up. So... Angie. It's very open to interpretation at the end of it, so I need to get back to that, because this worked out really well when I did this. I do like that the mask, the face is still there, so if I ever chose to not do the mask, I could just drop it right out and it's gone. PNG. H, boom. This is going to be fun building him in the code and setting his HP to like 1 so I can test each. Oops. Each transition when I hook them all up. It's going to be like a 3-tiered Hitler. Two, 3, 3. And oh yeah, and then 4 is just going to be that's the husk that he leaves. It's just the dang weapon. And so they're just going to sit around the level, and I think that's pretty cool. So that's Com 2. Awesome. And then we want to do him. Okay, we've got busting out the rocket launcher. SDL. This will become 3AO. I don't know. This makes me excited. I really like this. There we go. His arm looks a little cartoony in this, but that's, well, this whole outfit does because of the lack of color, multiple colors. It's fine though. I wanted him to have a very dark top versus a I honestly didn't want him to have gray top. I wanted him to a black top, and it's kind of hard to put black into a non-existent black background. What I got left of this? I got too many dang cans and shit over here. That's been sitting here for a little farther, or a little long. This is going well. Cool. We'll be able to actually finish up just the art, and I won't be able to do much of the programming during stream, which is unfortunate, but maybe I'll have to demo it next week when I decide to do that stream. Okay. Oh. What is that? Is that 2 blasts that I originally had in mind? I don't know. Have it there for some nostalgia. So, rocket dive. Oh, cool. Ooh, I like that. Gee. Wrong letter. H. Kind of still looks like it's holding on his back, but it's falling behind him. Yeah, so in this one, the rocket disappears behind him. You don't see it like by his legs or nothing, which is okay. J. Yeah, and in this case you don't get to pick up any of them either. This one's a little different. Is it very similar to the first boss, which I had a difficult time. Good lord. A little dry spot on my arm, and it's kind of annoying. So my thought with this boss was so the first one has a mask on. You might not even realize it's the same guy. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be like a twist in a way. And you fight him as a flamethrower guy, like a big flamethrower enemy versus a smaller one. And when you kill him, his mask blows off and he drops the flamethrower, and then he picks up a rocket launcher and starts shooting you with rockets, and that's phase 2, and then you beat him in that, and then phase 3 he gets at his most desperate, just has machine guns, which is very vanilla of the train fight. Minus the train fight, he only had 1, but now he's got 2, so he's still much more dangerous than he was on the train. And or in your first encounter, I suppose you want to call it. It's going to be on the train. But he's getting desperate. He's going to move faster, kind of like Hitler when he drops out of the mech suit. But then this is where he finally dies. And I'm debating on whether or not when he falls to the ground in this one, you shoot him and then he finally falls over. Okay, so this would be column 480. Oh. So in this case, he'd probably be like Hans dangerous. But I also want to ensure that this boss is basically 3 bosses at the end of the game. 3 bosses can be difficult, but at the same time, like the flamethrower, so he's got a flamethrower, it's going to set the next tier on fire. So when you kill him, the arena opens to flames. That's going to be a fun one to figure out how to program. But I kind of want it to work that way. And then the rocket launcher basically opens up the arena a bit more. Although at that point, it's like, how big is this arena going to be? Or is it going to be like... Oh yeah, there we go. Gee. What in the world? Oh, did I just do like 3? Yeah, I just did 3 animations. But is... I don't think that's any different. No. Ooh. Need to no longer be a ghost. Oh good, I do stun him. That's wonderful news. Now stun 1 and 2, like, no, stun... Yeah, no, we want stun 2 and 3 as our final... I really wish he had blood on him, though, as he's, like, dying. And this one, and he can't take much more. Does this have any blood? I don't know. I do think I wanna add blood to his stun, his final stunning. Because he's not gonna stun like the Angel of Death. That's tired. I'm not seeing any blood in the death frames here. No. So then it might be fine. Great. That's it. Holy shit. So let's pop all these guys in here. Boom, 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 boom. A lot of sprites, holy cow, my god. Yes. Drag you. Oh, good. Scrolling works. Love that. That's a lot of boss sprites. Holy cow. But that's right. I need to start making background layers. Fill, boom. Bitmap, WDC. This is gonna. These two enemies are gonna be really nice. Putting them in the game, which I'll probably do later tonight. Finally settled. No, we don't want. We don't want no stinking ping file. We want these delicious bitmaps. I did figure out how to get paint.net's bitmaps too, because for some reason, like when I first saved them as bitmaps, they're like 32-bit. But when I save them as bitmap in here, I put the depth as 24, because if I have multiple colors, I don't want to save it at 8, because then I'll save it in a very low palette, and if I've got colors that don't match the 8-bit palette that it kind of designates, I'm going to lose all those colors. So I'm going to save as 24, and I will use that to my advantage when I palletize all of them, if I do. I mean, so far everything's looking pretty good. Some of the sprites look a little lost in the little 3D palette, but we also are gonna have to close some of these as we go, just so that I see the progress being made, or the line getting smaller. Boom, 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 boom. We keep one for niceness. Okay. Save. And we're done with enemy number 1, or phase number 1. And working on phase number 2. Okay. All right. All of this stuff is just so dang tedious. I would love to have a command that does this action for me in every single one of these images. But for me to write the command to do that is probably going to take me just as long to do the dang thing. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. some these down. His mask almost looks like a Thanos snap. That'd be a fun little Easter egg, is just like snap somebody in the game. But the thing is, it just doesn't fit the theme. Like, I had so many other cool things in the game, but I couldn't, they just didn't fit. It felt more like a bit too much for what I want. Because once those start getting added in, then the balance starts getting a little bit off. You're adding power-ups, you're adding additional things. It's just too much. Like, I don't even know if I want to have med kits or a backpack or nothing. It doesn't. I think those are things that'll, you know, they're easily programmable in, but if I choose to not use them, it's just, you know, left out of the game. That could be something used in future levels or whatever. Oops, I didn't want to close them all out now. On to phase 3. Also makes me wonder if during the next frame? Where it disappears, if I should have it like right down by the knee. But I think I can get away with it for a frame. 6 ticks, you wouldn't. Who knows? Platinum. I don't like that rocket there. That doesn't look like the one in game. But that's fine. It's just sending a story. Yeah, we're on phase 4. One thing that I'm excited to do after all this art, one, I need to do a lot of programming, but at the same time I also need to start fleshing out my sounds and my music. I have some, but I've just gathered it and left it. So I haven't really fitted in anywhere. And that's because I wanted to, you know, build the stuff up first before I settled on anything related to sounds. So now that I have like a face boss to place images through, makes it a little easier to kind of find that particular actor's voice. Once we're done with him, I'm gonna stop right there and I'll do the WDC import and the coding. Oops. Another time. First stream I was a little bit behind schedule because I kind of sat for a little while and kind of mustered a little around with the tank. I was hoping the tank was a little bit more done than that, but we changed a little bit of direction on it as we were working on it, which is not a bad thing. It's just I think it turned out better than my original vision of it. I love to make little animations of these as well and like post them to Twitter. I think ASC Sprite can do that, but amount of work for me to find that, how to do that might be more than I care. What's that? Somebody just tried to call something? I don't know. We're almost done here. Once we're done, I'll figure out what that was all about. Because I don't want to answer a phone call while I'm on stream. Okay, we're all done here. WDC, we're going to move this on over here. And right where Hans starts, we're going to go to tank SDL. PC, tank AL. Tank is short compared to Hans. So there we go. That's all I'm doing. I'm happy with that. Didn't even give me the history. Oh. I know. That was an accident by him. Not a meant to call. So, perfect. Why does it do that? That's so weird. WDC. Do we have a way to just show WDC like that? Perfect. Okay, so this is where we're going to leave off. And I will get all these entered in. And maybe post a picture on Twitter about it. And it'll look nice when everything's coded in. So that'll be exciting. So thank you everyone who decided to come by and say hi and watch and whatever it may be. Got some work done and I'm happy about that. That's really all I am every time I do this. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Dog, you scared the crap out of me. Maybe mom's home. But we're gonna put you to our post show. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, subscribe to me on YouTube. I know I'm plugging all that stuff, but it just, if you guys want to see all this stuff, you need to subscribe. You need to follow me on Twitter because I do post there. I don't have a Discord yet, but I'm thinking about it, but at this moment there's not a whole lot to show. So that's what I got. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good rest of your evening, day, whatever it may be, and I'll see you guys around. Thank you.